Guys, I am in New York City and I am having so much fun. I haven't even done anything, and just the feeling of being here, it's like, okay, I'm already from Washington, D.C., and I feel excited just going back home to D.C. But whenever I come to New York, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like a bigger DC, of course, because New York is bigger than DC. But this is just like one part of New York. And I know there's like many areas of New York. And this is so much fun. Like, I am in love with this. I'm so excited. I meet I meet so many people that you can, I mean, it's so many people that you can just talk to, just randomly. People are so nice and friendly, and people were saying like New York was bad, and and I believe certain parts of the country has its parts, but ever since the pandemic, I've been seeing less mean people lately. I mean, when I went to Atlanta, Georgia, it was pretty much, I saw a few things, but I don't know. It's just like, when everybody is here and people are coming from all parts of the world, and that's everywhere, but you don't get more visitors than New York City. And a lot of people have been moving from New York City and been going all the way to Dallas, Texas, and other parts of the country and whatnot. So I thought that was just pretty amazing just to experience. I felt so good. Look, I went, got me a place, I got me an apartment back in North Carolina. I paid the rent up for like a month in advance, just in case. And something that was just telling me, because other people that I'm influenced by were telling me that maybe you should just go out there and just travel some and do something new, do something different. Because honestly, I've been stuck in the same state my entire life, and I haven't even gotten out. So this is something for me, and it's not just for nothing. It's for a spiritual and a mental thing, because you can be healed whenever you travel. Just spending some time, I mean, you can be healed wherever you are, but it's very healthy to travel. It does a lot of positive things to your mind and to your body. So I'm really, really thankful that I was able to have the opportunity to just travel. I've never been to New York before. I've always wanted to come to New York. That was my biggest dream. But I ended up coming here at midnight because I left around 8 in the morning. So it was like a 17-hour ride on the Amtrak train. But I had so much fun. And guys, I love New York City. Now, there are other parts of the world that I definitely want to visit, like other parts of the country, like Africa, France, definitely Egypt. I definitely want to go to Egypt. China, oh, that's going to be so much fun. Tokyo, I want to visit everywhere, a lot of places. Um, but you know what? I enjoy just being able to have the opportunity to get out and just explore parts of the world, of places that I've always dreamed about going, and watching my favorite celebrities on television, seeing them, watching Alicia Keys sing in front of a stage, watching Beyonce perform, doing it really well in front of thousands and millions of people, going live on television, Janet Jackson coming, shutting everything down. Michael Jackson was here in New York City. He was here when he signed the Invincible album release. When he was here for the album release, the date that he released his album, he came out into New York City, and he was able to sign copies of his album to fans and tons of people. And I just, it's just so much. It's just so much. Like, I feel so good about New York City now. I met a couple a very nice person, and she was telling me, to be very careful because this is New York, and people are crazy out here. And I said, yes, I really do. Thank you so much for letting me know that, because she did remind me, and you know, I was on my way of looking for like a room, a hotel, and then I ended up, you know, I stopped by a restaurant. That's where I met her at, and I went to go get me something to eat. But actually, I thought I was going to, just walk around a little bit more, but then I thought about it and I was like, she really helped me, and I'm glad I didn't just, take a walk around the corner, even though it was really like the lights and everything was just so bright. Like I wanted to see those lights, the city at nighttime. It was so beautiful. I did see it, but I didn't get a chance to see, like, I didn't go deep down into the city part where it was really extremely bright, where like all the lights were just flashing on television screens on the buildings. It was just so beautiful. And I was so excited. But I didn't get a chance to do that because I said, it's getting cold, it's getting a little bit later, and I definitely want to go ahead and get me a room secured while I'm here so I can just go in, record on YouTube and let you guys know how I'm doing. And that's pretty much it. But I am so excited. I am so excited. Um, so I will be discussing some other topics, some great topics. I have something really really good to talk about. Um, what is it that I wanted to say? Oh, aliens. So, um, what am I going to say about aliens? Oh yeah, so I was on YouTube and some guy was telling me, or somebody had said something about, are aliens were aliens discovered in space, and they're trying to see if the aliens were actually here on Earth, and but they have found reasonings for life to be living on Mars. So they're trying to figure out more. But I believe, scientists know that there is, another human being living on another planet. And I thought that was pretty cool and interesting, and I laughed at it. But you know, when people do scientific experiments, they they want to see and they want to know something, and God allows things to be unfolded in many ways. And I definitely believe that, because honestly, only the Caucasians are the ones that are really doing the research and they're really trying to figure out. I mean, it's other races also, but really, Caucasians are doing the most research. And it's like, you can give them a specific book to read to let them know that there are other type of lives living on Earth, and they can want to see for themselves, so they will go the extreme to do a scientific experiment, and God will reveal. And He has. Some people aren't going to say anything because it's scary for them to experience. If it's scary for certain scientists to, find something that they have discovered and the world doesn't know about it yet, and they have to keep it a secret. If it's like that, then it's scary. You know, um, because if you think about it, African Americans have been going through a lot in America and in this world, um, due to like racism and things like that. And for us to be labeled as the real original Hebrews, um, the first ethnicities ever created, where people like to say the chosen ones and things like that. Um, it's an eye awakener and it's a scary feeling once you know that your specific ethnicity has been, you know, traumatizing and unfairly treating people of the race that are not only on this earth, but they are other beings on another planet. So it's almost like, oh, maybe we were messing with the wrong ones, you know? Maybe they are gods. Maybe they are. And once a scientific person, which is usually a Caucasian person, once they go into space and figure out if there's life on Mars and they see a black person or melanated person up there, they start to think, oh my God, you know, that's scary. So that should tell you that Hebrews, blacks were the first Hebrews because a darker skin tone person was found on Mars, and they know this to be true when they've done some research. And a lot of stories have been broadcasted, and some hasn't been broadcasted as much as it should. Well, I don't want to say it should because it probably shouldn't right now, but I don't see why would they would want to hide that type of information. But then again, I do kind of see why they would want to hide the information, and that's because they didn't want anyone trying to push or pressure them into going back up there, digging into more clues when they didn't feel comfortable themselves doing it. They didn't want anyone else tapping into it. Um, trying to do an extra extreme scientific experiment. They just felt like it just wasn't that time to do it anymore. But people are still going on to Mars and looking, trying to do more scientific experiments. I definitely know that to be true from the NASA headquarters. Um, and then there was another thing I wanted to discuss. Um, what was it that I wanted to discuss? Atlantis. So I watched one of these YouTubers and he was talking about Atlantis. And so the thing about Atlantis is that it was a city, but then somehow it ended up being covered with a lot of water. So this could have been a flood or just the well, it could have been a flood from like rain from like a storm, or it just who knows? Maybe it wasn't a storm; it was just a natural thing that happened. But rain, that's natural. So, um, but long story short, the entire city is still underwater, and parts of and pieces of it is still traced. Um, but they're saying that Atlanta, Georgia, the newer models of Atlantis are what you see today. And if you go to Atlanta, Georgia, and I believe where Atlanta is where Atlantis used to be. It's just underneath because there's a beach near Georgia and there's some water out there. So it may be there. I'm not sure. It could be. I need to do a little bit more research, but I definitely feel like that is going to be, well, because African Americans were, people believe African Americans to be the first real Hebrews, which I don't see why not, because they were the first ethnicity groups that were listed in the Bible and in other ancient written text, or should I say stone, because everything was written in stone. um, I do honestly believe that this land that we're on basically is from the bloodline of our ancestors, because in Memphis, Tennessee, you have a pyramid. In New York City, you have um, Egypt stones that were brought here from Egypt, literally. There were some in Washington, D.C., the entire Washington Monument, the White House, the Capitol, the Pentagon, everything's aligned up in a way that was a similar um, formation of different structures that were in Egypt. And I definitely know that to be true because it's already written, and even the founders, the people who discovered, Washington D.C. and wanted um, the buildings to be placed where they are now. That was all planned, but they were all blueprints of ancient Egypt. Placements within like certain buildings, like they knew what they were doing when they aligned certain buildings up together. So I thought that was pretty cool, and interesting. And however, this lady had I watched this YouTube video, and this lady had a stone from Egypt, and she kept it around her neck. And I'm like, I was so angry. I was like, I was angry. I was like, you, that is ours. You give that to a black person right now who's been struggling all their life. You let them get the power off of that because they need that power. I need that power. No, but we naturally have the power within our blood and in our DNA, and that's why melanated people are so acknowledged, because of um the the very strong DNA strand that comes from the first ethnicities group ever created. Um, that's another reason why people donate, melanin and things like that, or go donate plasma and things like that, because it's in the DNA. But I really did. I thought that was pretty cool and pretty interesting to know. But yeah, so I'm enjoying my time in New York. I might just, take a nap or go to sleep because I've been up. I tried my hardest to try to make it here, and I'm glad I'm here. So I will talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for watching. I see you guys. Take care. Bye bye. I finally get a chance to travel. I'm on a train, as you can see. I'm on a train, and I am headed to New York City. Sorry if you can't hear me. Oh, I just got myself some earphones. It's time to watch some Bobby Hemmett. Just to get a little bit more insight about our history. But I'll see you guys later on. I'm on my computer trying to figure out what needs to be adjusted on my social media or my YouTube channel. And that's pretty much it. I normally wouldn't buy this because I'm on a diet and, well, it's considered to be junk food to me, so I wouldn't normally eat this. But I got it just in case I go hungry and I was on the train and I was in a rush, so I had to hurry up and get something. I also got some coffee, but I drank that. Whoa, we're going extremely fast. Yeah, this is fast. We're in the hometown of Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys. This is the hometown of Alicia Keys, and I can't believe I'm actually here, finally. Okay, now it's time for me to go find something to eat, but I'm not going to go right now. First, I need to go find where I'm going to be sleeping tonight, and I think I need to go find me like a hotel or motel somewhere. See you guys later.
So what we gonna do?
I just seen a rat crawl out of that sewer. It went over there and then it went to that trash can. Oh my gosh, the rats are not scared of anybody. So this is New York. Someone just decided to, hey, I never seen a taxi cab like that before. Someone just decided to just dump their trash on the streets. Didn't know that, but okay. I am looking for a place to go. I'm looking for a place to go, and I think that they say that the nearest, I think it was a motel, it was at like 3-point-something miles away from here. And I'm trying to figure out where to go. But this is my first time in New York City, and I'm so freaking excited right now. You have no idea. Now, I came at midnight, and I didn't know it was going to be that long, but it was a 17-hour ride on the Amtrak train. And I believe, if I would have came at night, took a later route, I would have got here during the day, But I know for certain that in the morning, it's going to look so beautiful. That's why I'm like, I don't even want to go. I want to get a hotel room so I can make a video, but I'm doing one now. But it's almost like I don't even want to go to sleep because there's so much to do already. And I just got here. Like, I just want to walk around and see everything. Like, I don't even want to sleep. Look how cool everything looks. I think this is so cool. And look, the buses are up there. Like, this is the buses, that parking deck is holding buses. Like, that is something. That's so cool. This is so fun. Too bad I got here at nighttime, but it still looks pretty good at night also. Look at those horses. Guys, I'm sorry, but this is beautiful right here. This is so freaking beautiful, man. Look at this. I mean, I do understand that the pandemic has wiped out a lot of things, but I am blown a freaking way at this. Alicia Keys was right. These streets will inspire you. Now, wait till the daytime, because I haven't got here at night before, and I see a lot down there. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Here's Rockefeller Plaza. I believe this is the back part. This is where Beyonce came to perform. Oh, cool. Okay, it smells like 100% weed. Looking for my room. This is 508. Woohoo, look at this. This is cool. This is my little room. Looks like a prison, but I like it. It's cool.